What if you're not broken? What if there is nothing wrong with you at all? What if you are whole and complete just as you are? What if all of the achievements and accomplishments you thought would bring you happiness don't exist outside of you? What if your happiness was not dependent on anything external? No amount of money or success or relationships could fulfill you. What if you're not broken? What if you are simply just disconnected from yourself and your truth? My name is Ed Hegan. I'm a former New York City firefighter, and I'm a mindfulness, meditation, and breathwork coach. And I teach people to manage stress and find inner peace by understanding their emotions and learning to regulate their nervous system. In today's meditation, we're going to explore the concept that the very things that we're looking for outside of ourselves already exist inside of us. Let's start this meditation off by getting ourselves into a comfortable position. Either sit up straight, lean back. You can close your eyes if it feels comfortable. And let's connect to ourselves, to each other, and to the present moment by sharing a few deep breaths that will ground us into this present moment. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale slowly through the nose and fill your belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on the exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly and release some tension. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly through the nose. Count to yourself. Hold. Release all the tension. Hold. Last inhale, slow and deep through the nose. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out very slow, releasing all that tension. I hope you feel more connected to yourself, to the present moment, to your body, to your breath, to that sacred inner world that no one else knows about, that sanctuary within you. It's a beautiful place to recognize that there is this inner sanctuary that is different from the outer world. And many of us as young people, including myself, were never taught how to feel our emotions. I was never taught how to feel a multitude of emotions. No one ever modeled it or expressed it in a way that was healthy or spoke to me in a way that I could understand my emotions. So a lot of the times we look for external validation or connection to feel whole and complete and to feel at peace, when in reality, a lot of the feelings that we're looking for can be created by us internally, instead of getting the things we want outside of ourselves to gain this feeling of love, completion, connection, achievement. We can actually turn inward and sit with ourselves. And through the process of breathing, tapping into the present moment, connecting with our body, our breath, and the present moment, we can bring ourselves into a place of peace and relaxation where we feel satisfied, at ease, whole, and complete. And if no one's ever taught us that, it's not our fault. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not weak or flawed or broken in any way. You're just waking up to the reality. You see, our emotions, our pain, our suffering is not a punishment. It's a sign. It's a signal that can teach us more about ourselves. You see, we grow up in a world, and especially as young men, we're told to toughen up, man up. But today we're learning to wake up to what it means to be connected to our emotions. And that strength comes from turning inward, not from pushing harder outward, not from doing more, not from achieving and doing. But that strength is an inner strength, an inner fortitude, and a resilience that comes from turning inward and depending upon ourselves, having that inner resilience and fortitude to know that we can handle anything life throws at us. And this wisdom within us, it's innate. It's part of who we are. We are born with this intuition of knowing how to handle the challenges of life, but it's buried beneath a lot of noise and external pressure and validation that we seek from external, the society, the matrix that we're caught up in, our career path, the expectations of friends and family, and this idea that we've been programmed with about what it means to be a man, to be tough, to be competent, to be capable. And when you come to the realization that the idea of success is this outward understanding, and yet if we let go of that concept of what other people want for us, of what society expects of us, if we let go of the idea of what other people want us to be because it's convenient for them or it benefits them, but if we instead shift that focus, instead of trying to achieve things on the external, instead of trying to achieve external validation or success in society, what if we changed our definition of success? What if we redefined success to be something that brought us peace, where success was something in which we practiced the level of self-care that we could find a level of peace, contentment, and feeling whole and complete. By connecting with ourselves, the power of our health, our well-being, our presence. And we use that as a sign of health and well-being instead of being validated by other people or corporations or society as a whole. What if we took back and redefined what happiness and success meant for us? It has the potential to be a very powerful experience. You realize that a meditation like this is the opportunity to press that pause button, to really just take a break from all the things we think we're supposed to be doing and to remind ourselves that we're the only ones that can really decide to make changes in our lives. And one of the most powerful tools we have is to return to our breath, to return to our body, and to return to our truth. That each breath we take is a bridge. Each moment we choose to tap into the present moment is a way for us to come back to ourselves and to cross that bridge from the external to the home and the sanctuary inside of us. As you continue to breathe deeply into the belly, we are reminded that we don't need to seek our success, our satisfaction, our sense of wholeness and completeness from other people. That although we did receive love and validation from others at points in our lives, that we can create this connection to ourselves, that happiness and satisfaction, Feeling whole and complete is a gift that we give to ourselves to remind us that we are loved and we are whole and complete just as we are. And as the Buddha even said, of all the beings in this entire universe that are worthy of your love and kindness, you are worthy of your own love and kindness. This relationship you have with yourself is going to be the longest relationship you have with anyone. So the way that we cultivate and develop and curate this relationship with ourselves, just like with any other relationship, takes time. And if we got off on the wrong foot because other people taught us things about ourselves that weren't true, or if they defined success or well-being or wholeness and completeness based upon jumping through hoops for other people, now is our turn, my brother, to come back to ourselves, to reparent our inner child, and to remind ourselves that we are the ones we've been looking for, that we now get to become the version of ourselves that we needed when we were going through a tough time. So can you become that version of yourself that you needed at that time for yourself now? Can you breathe deeply into the belly and realize that you have everything that you want and need, that everything that you have, everything that you possess in your heart and your soul is enough, that you are enough? Because when we come to this place where we can validate ourselves and love ourselves enough and remind ourselves that we are whole and complete, then all the words we say, the decisions we make, the conversations we have, the experiences that we enjoy will come from a place of us feeling deeply connected to ourselves. And when you realize that you don't need anyone else's permission or approval or definition of love, success, wholeness, complete, what it means to be good, you get to determine this for yourself, brother. You get to determine for yourself what happiness is, what peace is, what satisfaction is, and what it means to be whole and complete. So I hope you remind yourself on this day that you are whole and complete as you are, and breathe that in deeply. And exhale any stress or tension you're carrying. Let it go. It doesn't belong to you. It's someone else's idea of what you should be. Breathe in, feeling whole and complete. Hold on to it and remind yourself that you have your own back as you exhale any stress or tension. And carry this energy throughout your day. And if you want to learn more about developing these skills, if you want to learn more about the power of your breath, or if you want to practice and deepen your mindfulness meditation, you can reach out to me for a free discovery call at edwoodstock.com. And I want to thank you for showing up for yourself today, because the work you do for yourself by grounding yourself and becoming the truth of who you are, and then sharing that with the world, is actually one of the most radical things you can do. So thank you for showing up for yourself today, and I hope to see you next time. And don't forget, breathe deeply, my friend.